Hey, happy Friday. So I'm Chrissy Weaver. I'm going to go talking to you today about what you can do starting today to stop posting and praying and hoping to God that somebody responds to your posts and start getting paid to pay attention. Drop a hey if you're here on the live and replay if you're here on the replay. And thanks for tuning in. I'm Chrissy Weaver. I come from a big blended family. We have 7 kids. We are actively homeschooling for our 2nd year. And I used to work in a dental office, and now I've turned into a social media coach. So I went from a 9-to-5er to working from home. And here's what happened. Today I got actually a question from a couple people about, what is it that you're doing, Chrissy? And I want to copy you. I want to share the same types of things that you're sharing in order to stay within the same idea. And I get it. Sometimes when you're trying to navigate and work out social media content, you want to copy what other people are doing because if it's working for them, you think it must work for you. Well, I want to let you know that actually what might work for you what's working for them may not work for you. So what I want to do today is teach you how to find your authentic voice. It's going to be easier than you think. And then start having some more fun. Be authentic, be yourself, and really be able to start generating people who are following you and wanting more information because what you have is the exact thing that they need too. So, when you're copying and pasting what your sponsor has shared, when you're duplicating in a way that is not really storytelling. So you may have seen it. Take 2 gummy bears to whatever it is, lose weight. Schedule a party and get yourself this thing. Unless it's hitting them at a place where they're desiring it, and it makes sense to them and they see the value, it's going to be really hard to duplicate just a copy and paste post. As a matter of fact, Facebook is going to downplay that post because it is hyper copy and pasted. So it's really important to have new content generating. So what do you do to get those heads to turn is you're going to find and circulate 5 types of content over and over, and you're going to gather some data. So, maybe you want to start with something easy, like think about the types of people that you're connecting with, which is going to have to do with your story, not your upline story, not anyone else's story. Now, I'm with the mental wellness company, and it's easy for me to be able to connect with that type of product and service because mental wellness is important to me. All right. Having people feel good and have energy and not have anxiety and be able to boost their mood is important to me because I personally struggled with that for so long. Now, I don't really get as excited about bags or, makeup or weight loss and different things because it's not my personal battle. But what really gets me into wanting to serve somebody, for instance, weight loss, is when I hear their story and they're struggling and I can get up behind that goal and want to support them. Okay, so what you're going to do is think about why you are here. Okay, think about why this is important to you outside of the income. And imagine that somebody is one step behind you and you have the ability to pull them forward and help them. What kinds of things could you share to help them out without being salesy? All right. So for instance, I might share a story of how I was able to wake up today and not struggle to get out of bed because anxiety didn't riddle me, because I woke up without that knot in my stomach. All right. So that would be a testimonial type post. And I might decide that every Tuesday, I'm going to think of that type of content and share that. And then I'm going to be consistent with that for a while. and generate data. Now, likes and loves and comments and people from your team commenting on your post, those are going to give you some nice dopamine hits, and you're going to feel really good about the way you look on social media. But you know and I know that if you share content and your entire team is commenting, but you're not actually getting people in your inbox, you're not actually changing lives, you're not actually creating that impact, then it's really a facade. And that can lead to burnout real quickly, because you're not going to have the confidence that what you're sharing is really actually mattering, right? So you want to make it matter. So you're going to grab a piece of paper and write down what you shared and see if people are actually clicking the poll in your story for more information or in your inbox. And as you start to realize that, okay, this type of post, be it the testimonial post, that's generating actual revenue in my business, which means I'm actually changing lives, you know that that's a good type of content for you to be sharing. That's something people want to see more of. So that's what I would personally be doing, is doing more of that. So then you want to rotate. Okay, so what kind of content will you share next? Maybe you're going to teach something. I'm teaching you something. Hopefully you're catching some value. Hopefully it's making you think a little differently about just mimicking everything your upline does. Maybe you're wondering yourself if you're generating revenue and consistently bringing in leads, consistently getting people to try your products in a way that's legitimately going to help them. So you're going to do different types of things, right? You can share about your life a little bit. But I would think, is this going to help the person that I'm trying to help? So when I share about my daughter, I think, what can I share in this moment that's not just slapping a picture on social media? How can I add value? I might teach something. I might share a testimonial. I might talk about, something that you can get for free, right? Where you can learn and do your own research. And I'm going to let you know, if you can do that and you rotate through it and you're consistently doing follow-ups with your leads and you're consistently adding value, you're going to get more followers. You're going to get more traction in your business. It's going to feel fun. It's going to feel authentic, because when you do it from a place of truly caring, all right, mental wellness for me is that, if I wasn't doing this, I would be looking to be a therapist. If I wasn't doing this, I would be teaching Zoom classes with other blended families to try to support them, right? It's important that whatever you're doing comes from your heart. I'm not waking up and saying, oh man, I got to teach Facebook and YouTube and all my followers something new today. Like, I'm not drudgingly doing this. It's coming from a place of really caring, knowing that I can make a difference. It's coming from a place of energy and excitement and wanting others to come along who feel the same way. And so when you can figure out and discover your why and really think about, now, if this is a business and you're doing this in a business way, then you're not just going on social media and lackadaisically throwing stuff out there in a spammy way. You're being intentional, right? And when it comes in from inside of you, from a place of energy and intentionality and care, then it's going to be easier for you to focus on that message, because it's going to come from a place that's legitimately passionate about what you do. All right. So I have a quote that I just sent my husband, and I want to leave you with this. All right. If we did all things we were capable of, we would outstand ourselves. All right. So do it with authenticity. You're capable of doing it, so do it. And my suggestion for you is take your 5 different types of content and master the art of consistency, and lead with love and see how many lives you can change. All right. Hopefully you got some value from that today. Have a great Friday. Happy weekend. And I will see you soon.